Hello everybody. Well, today we are together. This is my son Chris. So he will be playing with us on the multiplayer server. In this case we have Fichtelberg loaded in. It is actually one of my games I was playing in single player mode, but my West Coast map didn't want to go on the multiplayer. So today we have an episode where we're working together. Chris doesn't have a headset and he doesn't speak English, so we will be typing in the chat the commands, and they will be in Dutch, of course. So that's Chris. Yes, yes, yes. Chris is saying hi, everybody. Okay, let's take a look around what equipment we've got at this point. Here's our Fen tractor, our old Ford TW35. We've got one truck. We've got our conveyor belts over here. This is our wood chip and silage storage. Dumping end is this chute over here. And we can load stuff from this pipe. We've got a couple of trucks. I really like these. I really like the system, the hook lift system. You can put containers down, you can pick them up, especially in multiplayer. So we've got a bunch of them. We've got some loose grass lying around here. This is our main silo. Dumping areas on the other end. So we've got a couple of fields. We have our cows. We got a lot of straw in storage. This field obviously needs to be cultivated. We've got radish on it on there. I think we've got about 40 cows. Let's see. No, 54 at the moment. So they are producing nicely. Let's get back to the cows. So this is our weighbridge. Our Dutch tractor is standing over there ready to cultivate the field. We've got some silage in here. Well, we've got our trailers for animal and baling. We've got a couple of hay bales and everything. Chris is saying he needs to clean the cow area. So I'm just telling him to pick up the glass to clean the stables. Right. What else do we have? Well, we've got a lot of tractors ready here. They have been cultivating and planting this field with oilseed radish. I just left them here. One of our AR hook lift trucks is here as well. We're going to harvest this field of, I think it's wheat or barley. This one's barley, yep. The other one's wheat, the bigger field on the end. But it's not done yet, not really full grown. So we'll have to wait for that. As you can see, we own fields 17, 18, 19, 36 and 23, 24. I've combined those two fields. He was asking which one he needed to take. Right, so we'll be doing some farming. I'm going to cultivate first. Obviously this one doesn't have IC on it, so we will be doing a pass around the edge first, because we got a major ditch over here. Hey, I just realized my drive control is not working. That's weird. So let's make a pause over here. Let's hope the GPS mod is working. Oh, GPS is also not working. That's weird. So, don't know if you can make it out, but Chris is there at the cow stables cleaning out the muck they made. And I'm making a mess out of my pass. So yeah, FarmingSim 2019 is, FarmingSim 19 they call it, is announced. Well, Martin Bruil did an interview later on. There were a couple of things he did say. It's very obvious they are keeping a lot of news and gameplay items. I'm just telling Chris to go to the sheep as well to clean that up. So it was very, I was very surprised about a couple of things Martin did say. Martin is, for those who don't know, he's one of the developers from Giants, working on Farming Simulator, and he, well, in that interview he did mention a couple of things. So there would be a lot of dynamic stuff. They clearly overhauled the Giants engine for the new Farming Sim. They've got a couple of new crops coming, and he also spoke about the sun really moving, clouds really moving, so they won't be static anymore. I think this also ties in what he said about the weather changing. You can foxhole clouds. You will be able to see clouds turning darker before it starts raining. So I think, and they also mentioned something with seasons. So it wouldn't surprise me at all. Everything he's saying that they will implement what's basically the seasons mod right now, but in a kind of upgraded version really, and added it to standard to the game. But one of the more exciting things he said is that there will be a differentiation. There's, well, as most of you guys know, I think the same. There is a lot of the gameplay style. For example, if you look at this tractor, this is the in-game Deutsch tractor. It's a nice tractor, but nothing. You cannot push anything. You can push any buttons. You cannot use any of the systems except for driving around with it. And that's really a shame. It's a farming simulator. And that's one thing that has always bothered me. Some of the textures are really low resolution. A lot of the equipment you cannot use. Most of the functions you cannot use. It's very basic. It's almost arcade style gaming. Yeah, even though I'm a hardcore fan, I really love the game. I've played hundreds of hours in all the games, farming simulator episodes until now. But this is always bothered me. If you see what modders come up with, for example, take a look at Smetty's tractors. Smetty, he has made some wonderful machines. If you take a look at the class Scorpion, what Chris is driving right now, it's an awesome machine. It's got a whole lot of extra functions. It's got IC control, windows that can open, doors that can open independently, lights, buttons that work, roof. You got some tractors that can actually open the roof hatches for extra sunlight. Smetty's glass tractors, they have sun blinds on the roof window. So yeah, there's so much options that they left behind. And especially if you take some of the older equipment they put in FarmingSim 15 again, which came from FarmingSim 15, you definitely see the lack of textures, all low resolution. Well, apparently that's going to change. He was clearly stating there will be a graphics update, much more realistic, and that there would be more for actual simulation, more hardcore simulation, and that they will still keep an entry level so you can switch it off so that new players won't be scared of, and people that don't want hardcore simulation but just like easy gameplay and don't need all the functions and everything, can still enjoy the game. So they will have I think it's you can turn, you will have a starting arcade game style like you have now, and there will be a more in-depth simulation possibility for more hardcore gamers like me and others. So yeah, that's fun. That's really a good thing if they would implement this. They've got a couple of new brands, man. He was saying in an interview that you have a couple of big new brands they are going to announce, well, not too long from now. Apparently there are a couple of other game events coming up where they will share more information about FarmingSim 19. So let's take this puppy and get it to, oh, let's exit the field over here. Take this one to field 23. Yep, there was a gap here. Well, they already mentioned as well the new Echo Ideal combine. very modern and new machine, big one as well. So that's very obvious they will get some new machines in. Yeah, I'm very curious to see if which new brands they will get into the game. I really do think Class is going to come in, and probably JCB. And what is happening? Yeah, I would like to think they will get in John Deere as well. The game is so popular and there's so many farming sim games coming up right now that, yeah, really curious to see if they will finally cave in to the request of all the gamers. John Deere is such a popular brand, and so is JCB and Glass as well. Well, new animals. Well, we already know there are going to be horses, but we don't know what's coming. What else is coming? So let's park you up here for right now. Yes, let's get out. So this field's still growing. I combined these two fields. These were two separate fields. I'm telling Chris to dump the grass at the cow shed. Let's check if what else they need. Oh, let's hop into this one. Yeah, no, it's not really good. Telling him to he's telling me there are 2 pallets of wool, but there's only one really full pallet. So yeah, my hopes are up for FarmingSim 19. I'm going to buy it. It's obvious they it's very obvious they are going to do a lot of changes and updating, especially in graphics. It looks like they're also going to do something with. He talked about scratches on surfaces of items and vehicles, so probably maintenance and collisions will be a thing. Yeah, and he mentioned some other things. Everyone could see the dog in the trailer as well as the horses, so that's pretty obvious. My best guess is the horses will be for breeding stock, and well, selling off, just like a horse breeding farm. So I'm very curious to see how they will work that out, and if there are more functions to the horses as well. Some other YouTubers mentioned they would hope horseback riding and stuff like that, and using the horses on the farms. Well, yeah, it could be. I'm not sure they will. Not with the modern brands they are proposing, and I'm curious to see what new kind of animals they will get in the game, besides what they mentioned. Um, and as far as the gameplay, yeah, I think there will be some more functionality into the game. But what I really do hope is that they finally will fix all the issues that have been in FarmingSim 15 and 17, as to connected buckets on telehandlers and wheel loaders and everything, and on tractors. The forks, they were independently moving and lagging behind. It's ridiculous for a game like this, especially if you see that all the other stuff is working great and nice. The issues with log handling, the issues you have with vehicles not staying on the flatbeds, as we've seen in the West Coast series map. My first episodes were all kinds of trailers and tractors were flying off from the trucks and trailers. It was really ridiculous. So, well, there's not much we can do right now. We are still waiting for a lot of the stuff to come in. Oh, what I need to check. I could check the train. Ah, it still has some load in it. Right. Where did I need to bring that? No. Escape, where do we need to bring this stuff? Oh yeah, to the Mule. That's it. Oh, the price has dropped dramatically, by the way. Oh no, it's the beans. Yep. Well. Let's unload it. Let the money roll in. Well, I would have thought it would be a little bit more money, but guess not. Right. I don't know what the button combination was again. Well, guess not. Exit. Right. Still not ready. Well, I'm going to make a first pass. to make hay bales. What a weird thing my oh, wrong button. Sorry guys. It's kind of, yeah. Well, I'm kind of excited, yeah. FarmingSim 19, 3 new maps, 1 American, 1 European, and a Lepancho, the titanium DLC of the platinum DLC map will be in there as well. Well, he did mention, Martin, that they were going to change it for a bit, so yeah, bit of a shame for everyone who bought the FarmingSim 17 Platinum DLC, and now it will be in the FarmingSim 19. So yeah, I think it's kind of weird to do that, but and we've seen that with FarmingSim 15 as well. Yeah, I bought all the DLCs for that one, and in FarmingSim 17 they introduced Sosnovka as well. Yeah, we had to pay for it in FarmingSim 15, and now you pay again for it in when you buy the game FarmingSim 15. So it's 17. So it's kind of weird. So. So hopefully when we finish these 2 passes, the rest will be ready as well to harvest. Nou, niet eens achteruit. So oh my. I've got to rescue somebody. Let's see if our pipe will read it. If I can make it over that... no, probably not. Would I be able to spit it in the container? I don't know. Don't think I can dump it. Yep, I can. Awesome. So let's rescue Chris. bit too wild. Let's get the forks. So we've got the forks on. And let's rescue our little... Oop. Yeah, move all you will. Right. No. Let's see if we can push him backwards. Yeah, we can. Oh, look at that. Cow walking straight through me. This is weird. Well, might as well leave it here. So. Right. Just telling Chris where he can find water. So let's continue to get our stuff. It's kind of weird though. I'm so used to using course play and drive control in the GPS mod. It's kind of weird that I can't use it right now. So let's see. Well, we have to wait for the rest to grow. Don't know why it's taking so long. Seems it's a complete stage behind. Park these units up here because this was, I thought it was the same, but this is wheat and we're now loading barley, so it's kind of pointless in. This one on the truck. I don't know if it will drop the container, but no, it won't. I was afraid it would do that. It's still bugged out. Really hate this. It should just drop the container on the ground. But this is one of the annoying bugs they still haven't fixed. You need to reset the truck and then it will disconnect the container. But right now it won't because I used the trailer behind it as well. it can offload. So that's that. So Chris is finished giving the sheep and the cows some water, so now he would like to do some logging. I know he loves that, so let's get out. Let's see. Yep. So the cows will need some grass and straw later on, but the sheep are okay for now. What will be our next animal? 20 hours for the sheep. We've got 45 sheep right now. And 5 hours for our next calf. No. So. There he is, our little boy. We will be clearing out this forest area. Oh, pardon me. We've cleared out this bit already. Timber. Oh, that's a bit too short the corner. Then let's take the telehandler over to Chris. Squeeze through. Hopla. And one stack of logs ready for the truck. Nope, I need to move the lever. As you can see, the logs that are on the truck right now are longer than the ones I'm putting in now. So obviously I used the longer log cuts mod for that, but apparently it's not working in multiplayer. So I know I activated it, so that's a shame because it's a nice mod. It really gives you the option to use long log cuts, so you don't need to load as much. You can put them in, and this telehandler just is able to handle it. I think it's 3 or 4 logs at a time, so it's just great. And it pays way more. Chris is doing stunts with the Ponzi. Let's see if we can grab this one. As well. Yes, we can. Hopla. awesome. Stay on there, brother. Stay on there. Yes, nice. I think these are too long to put on the back of the trailer, but we could try. No, definitely not. Well, could try to drop them up here. Now this will cause mayhem. Oh, that was not what I was aiming for. Well, yeah, what the hell. I'm telling him he's making a mess out of things. Trees lying everywhere. So that one and the smaller ones we will put into the chipper. Oh, I guess that didn't work out as I had planned. Let's drop these over here. Constantly pushing the wrong buttons. Damn it. Yes. Right. Well, apparently that tree stump isn't working. Doesn't want to go where I want it to go. Holy jumping jack flags. That was really weird. So let's see, Chris is saying that one of the Mobi lights is almost falling down. I don't know if I can connect it to this telehandler. Yes, it can connect. Oh, awesome. I'm just asking Chris where he wants it. Right, let's move it up there. Well, I also had the manual attachment mod installed, but apparently it doesn't work in multiplayer. Otherwise it would have worked. Right, let's take you, see if you can get that one. But as you can see what I mean, these logs are pretty heavy in real life, and if you can see what happens right now. They're jumping all over the place, being launched over the telehandler. The way they are behaving, it's ridiculous. These things shouldn't happen. They really should stay on the unit much easier. So let's see if we can get anything to go with it. Right. That's a nice load. What the? What's going on? No, 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 no. No, stay. Get lost. I'm so used to using drive control and the shuttle mod. Oh, if you hear any sounds or strange voices in the background, that's Chris sitting next to me. To put it up there? No. We'll put it on the end. Let's see if it will stay on. Really don't think so, but let's give it a try. Let's see if we can try. Grab steering right. Slide off. Ooh. Oh. I'm in the wrong unit. Why is it not starting? Oh, you fix it. I'll be taking the logs. So let's deliver some logs. Ah, sounds like spin tires. Fichtelberg, yeah, it's a nice map. It really is a nice map. The only thing what I think is a shame is the train. The train, the train route is very short. The train line, and there's only one line used, and it's only in this northern part of the map, northeastern part of the map. It would have been nice if it would have been going to this, yeah, in a larger circle, or use two trains. That would be an option as well. One train going to the southern part of the map, so you don't have to travel a large distance, and you could use the train optimally. You got a train route here to your right. This is only for logs offloading, but yeah, the distance is so short, you would be faster getting it on a truck and then offloading it here than actually loading it on the train and getting it offloaded again. Right. Was it unfold trailer? This is an awesome trailer. Blah. Oh. I don't know what's going on with my keys, but... Right, so let's head back to the logging area. Make a wide turn over here. This really is a big trailer. is dangerous. So let's see. Oh, our field's still not ready. Right. Well. So this video has been long enough for now. So I'm going to shut it down. We'll keep on playing for a little bit. We could probably do some harvesting over here, and Chris will be doing some cutting down trees, making a little bit less forest over there. Maybe even make a regular crop field out of it. That would be quite a challenge. So well, let's see. Thank you for watching, guys, and let me know in the comments what you think about the new FarmingSim 19, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye bye.